Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwame Sha'ala, Koholoyim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rahaha, Madash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akhwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yahchanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson and praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Fair use, copyright disclaimer. You know, Esau been bugging the hell out about videos, you know what I'm saying? That's just crazy, man, with the copyright thing these days. So under the section of 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, education, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So I'm gonna play this video. It's actually from a news article, so it should be actually okay, but I'm just doing it just in case. Now this says, I heard this on the radio today too, little talk radio, and damn Edomite was in the ride with me he heard that shit and was trying to overtalk it, you know, and he was talking about, matter of fact, he mentioned his daughter going on some church trip to Mexico, and she met two little so-called Mexican friends, which is Northern Kingdom, that want to come here for Christmas so they can see snow, because I guess they never seen snow out of Mexico or whatever. And I kind of mentioned, I'm like, well, you know, that wouldn't be wise, you know, and he didn't get it. He was like, you know, he's like, yeah, well, it wouldn't be wise for my granddaughters, you know, because I was talking about the border. He thought I was talking about his white-ass granddaughters. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, what I meant, but I didn't even reiterate on it. You know what I'm saying? What I meant was it wasn't safe for Northern Kingdom, them two little young ladies he was talking about coming here. Like, keep y'all asses at home. Why would you come here to the States and be dealing with these fucking Edomites? Anyway, let me get this real quick. Brewers fans lose job and is banned from stadium for life after being named by internet as spectator, saying call ICE on Dodgers fans. So here we go. I just want to play this little 32-second video. And, you know, these Edomites have a perpetual hatred for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We cannot stress it enough. We can't stress it enough, man. And I be seeing Northern Kingdom, they be all in Walmart, laughing, giggling, talking shit in Spanish. You know, just looking doofy, just doing doofy shit when, you know, and in an area where it's nothing but Edomites, because it's, you know, this is one of those sundown towns. So I know damn well they'll for sure get on the phone and call ICE. But I'm thinking, like, you know, well, Jake, man. Anyway, let's play the video.
Where's everybody quiet? Where's everybody quiet? What is this? I'm sorry.
You know what? Let's call ICE.
Call ICE. Call ICE. I'm a U.S. citizen. We're veteran, baby girl. We're veteran. 2 wars. ICE is not going to do nothing to me. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Call ICE. Call them. Call them. Fucking idiot.
Okay, and there you have it. So pretty much overall, okay, so this lady, you can see, man, they all had that same haircut too. A Milwaukee Brewers fan lost her job, and a Make-A-Wish Wisconsin board spot after social media footage showed her saying she was going to call ICE on a Latino Dodgers fan during a playoffs game. Right? And, you know, Esau, you know, Trump and them put that battery in these people back, because they actually have a hotline that you can call. Why do you think she was saying call an ICE? It's an 800 number, I think, an 866 number. Yeah, you can call and give information, give up license plate numbers, tell them where you saw them at, tell them that they're here right now, you need to hurry, all this bullshit. This is what Esau has done, you know? So these Edomites, they have no idea. Okay, so first off, this guy done got rid of the people that actually pick your fruits and vegetables, first off. Your damn groceries are going through the roof. You got all these farmers out here crying and shit. And you see a person like her, you think she's going into one of them fields? You think this bitch is going to pick a peach? She's going to pick an orange? You think this bitch is going to pick some strawberries, some raspberries, some cucumbers? Hell no. So these so-called white people that were talking about how their jobs were being taken, They're not going to work these jobs. These farms are going under. Why aren't they going to help their fellow man and pick those goddamn fruits and vegetables? Right? Here you go, this man talking about he done had 2 tours. He done went to war twice for this bullshit ass country. And then you'll come here, and it's no different than back in the days when Jake used to go to the military. Come back here and be shitted on. You know? Still getting hung up in trees and shit. It's no different. You know, coming back, you know what I'm saying? You still considered to be a nigger, 3/5 of a man. Here you go, this man and went and fought 2 wars for your doofy ass to have the right to stand in the football stand and have that $20 hot dog that this bitch is shoving in her mouth. And she's ready to call ICE. And there have been military men that have been swooped up by ICE, man. You know, Esau don't care right now, man. Anyway, this is why the scripture says to never trust thy enemy. Matter of fact, let me get this one. This one comes to mind. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. Because you're not even supposed to be joining this man's military anyway. Let him go fight his own fucking wars. Let him go do what he do to steal the shit that he's stealing. Why be an accomplice with this guy? Proverbs 3 and 31, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. In the NLT it says, don't envy violent people or copy their ways. And Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's a violent race of people. You see that lady? If she had her way, she'd gun that motherfucker down, man. You see, she tried to slap him. If she had her way and she went around those fans like that, even though she said what she said, she just so happened to get caught on camera. And that's what's happening with this internet. That internet is tearing their asses apart. Because now that shameful spewing is on Esau ass, man. Matter of fact, let me get that. They don't have no self-control. They don't have no filter. Then they get on camera and they be saying all these things. And then they wonder, oh, I can't believe I can't take care of my family. Now, and matter of fact, these Edomites, they'll start a GoFundMe for her. I'm pretty certain she probably already got one going. Remember the so-called white woman that was in the park that was calling the little nigger baby niggers? That bitch raised like damn near, I think she raised over $1 million when she was in the wrong. But Esau stick up for Esau like that. Habakkuk 2 and 16, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on their glory. And that cup is being turned on Esau, man. Shameful spewing is on this guy. Now the finger is being pointed like, you motherfuckers, the world, you're greatly despised. Obadiah talks about that in the book of Obadiah. Let's go to it. Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. I just done a lesson yesterday on how their numbers are down, and they're trying to come up with these, Trump out here signing fucking executive orders on IVF and for fertility drugs and trying to get Esau to have some goddamn babies. But they're greatly despised. And they're greatly despised because of shit like this. People starting to see Esau as being a piece of shit, man. Really, like straight up. Everybody's starting to really see that, man. Starting with the ones that's over there in the land. You know who I'm talking about. The tiny hats, But let's get some more. Because again, like I said, you can see this look on this bitch face right here. If she could gun this nigga down, man, she would, boy. If she could, matter of fact, she like to see him die slow. Okay, it says, tensions have flared in recent months as the Trump administration immigration raids have swept the country. Yeah, because now you have that division. You have that super duper division, man. Now they're about to have, what's that, No King's Day? The protest, they're about to protest, millions of people supposedly protesting all over America. I forgot when it was. I'm thinking it's this weekend or something. No King's Day. Right? Because there's a super duper separation in America. And the scripture talks about how, let me just get it. I don't want to butcher the scriptures. It don't take but a second to get the scriptures, man. No, we quote them a lot, though. Matthew 12 and 25, it reads, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And America is super duper divided, man. Because these Edomites are about to pew-pew with these Edomites. That Democrat, that blue shit and that red shit, the real gang members. That Democratic and Republican, that they ready to get down. Now, so-called brown, so-called black people gonna get caught in the midst of it because they think they stupid asses are Americans. But overall, it's gonna be Edomite, the Egyptian against the Egyptian. The Lord is about to put the Egyptian against the Egyptian, man. Because a bunch of these people that's about to protest with this No King's Day shit, those are gonna be Edomites. But they gonna put the face of you, Jake, on TV though. And you need to stay your asses at home. But them gonna be Edomites. Them the ones that's gonna be in these streets that's protesting, they gonna be Edomites. They gonna be so-called white people, man. Matter of fact, let's get this one. Yep, that Egyptian against the Egyptian, and I can't fucking wait. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Yep, it's about to be straight scrap-offs in this bitch. And I was kicking with that Edomite today. You know, I was riding with the Edomite. You know, I had to work with him because his partner was off, you know. And he you know, he always bringing up conversations. He actually brought up Civil War. He's like, yeah, I'm seeing a Civil War coming soon. I'm like, you know, I had to tell him, like, yeah, I can see it too. He actually mentioned it. I didn't mention nothing to him. We was listening to, you know, a little talk radio. I always listen to, you know, not even a serious talk radio. It's like that one that give you the weather. You know what I'm saying? They talk about certain stories, you know, little headlines. It's nothing too political or nothing like that. But, you know, it was something that was said on there that kind of triggered him to speak on Civil War. And I was kicking it with him for a hot sec. We talk about certain stuff. He's an older Edomite. He's like 70 years old or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He sees what's coming. And he understands that market of Beauty and the Beast is coming too. Because he mentioned that out of the blue to me one day. It's like, yeah, I think, yeah, they're going to try and chip us. Matter of fact, he talked about separation. He's like, yeah, they're just trying to divide us. And I'm thinking to myself, divide us? No, I'm not a part of us, goddammit. You know, they're trying to divide you guys. I don't consider myself to be an American. I just live here, you know. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tell him that. But, you know, nah, you know. But anyway, let's get back into some of the article. Because this is the way that these people are thinking right now. And it's only causing more turmoil in the country. Food prices going up, rent going up, you know, just everything is going up. And it's just this, people got this look of despair, man. Motherfucker, this shit is really caving. And it's caving fast, bro. I just seen an article with Trump talking about giving Argentina another $20 billion. I think another $40 billion. Here you go, these American people going through it. You just gave them $20 billion. You about to give them more money, but yet you're cutting these people food stamps and cutting their Section 8 and all this other shit. The fucking government is shut down. Your fucking military is not being paid. Your airports are going to shit because no one's showing up for work. You know, it's a lot going on here, man. That's destroying. And they're doing it, you know, on purpose. But all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You know, all praises, man. We applaud the fall of this place, man. And this is why I don't go out in public. All this old fucking baseball, football, basketball shit, man. You can watch that shit at your house, man. Here you go. Everybody in America got a fucking 80-inch in their damn living room. At least 70 inches or better. Or, you know, people 50-inch these days, man, that used to be like a big-ass TV to the average person. A 50-inch these days, that's some shit a motherfucker have in their kitchen. A motherfucker might have a 50-inch in his damn bathroom. You know, here you go. You got everybody with a damn projection screen, you know, and you got to spend all that fucking money to go pay $100 for parking, $25 for a damn beer, you know, another $20 for a damn hot dog, some fucking popcorn. Man, you can stay at home and do all that shit for the low, man. Bro, you can fire up your grill. You know, ain't no way I'll be going to none of this shit, man, to be around these people like that. Anyway, Salakia, y'all. Be ranting here and there. Tensions have flared in recent months, and as the Trump administration immigration raids have swept the country. Now mentions of immigration and custom enforcements have even reached America's pastimes. Yeah, hey, this is something that Esau will call them people on your ass, man. You'll be wondering where the fuck they came from. They will call on your ass, bro. They will give them your license plate number, your VIN number, whatever the fuck. Tell him what you wearing. Yeah, he's in a black shirt with red shoes, whatever the fuck, man. That's why, you know, when it comes to this, and even with us, you know, because they're swooping down on so-called black people now. That scripture that talks about, let me get one, man. I got to just get the scriptures. Yeah, scriptures got to come out, man. Well, this is one of, you know, I bring it out quite a bit. Ecclesiasticus chapter 32 and verse 11, also known as the book of Sirach in the 1611 King James Bible. It says, rise up betime and be not the last, but get thee home without delay. You know, get up early, man. Go handle your shit, you know? You know, Esau, you know, just like when they done that raid out in Chicago, I think they hit them, I don't know, maybe 3 in the morning, some shit like that. But I'm just saying, you know, when I be seeing Northern Kingdom out in these so-called white people's areas. I be trying to get in and get out because I work in the area in that particular city. But I see them in there just giggling, laughing, you know, folly play up and down the damn aisles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you better be getting what the fuck you need to get and getting your stupid ass out of here, you know? But rise up, be time. Get up early, man. If you know that these people are out here doing shit like this, just get up, man. Go handle what you need to handle early. Get your groceries, get your, you know, and try and bulk up on it, and so you don't have to make as many trips, you know, if you can. You know? Cut back on some of the trips if you possibly can. Because you need to be in the fucking house. You know, if anything, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if they come into the door, that's something different. I'm just saying, why would you allow these niggas to catch you out in public, bro? Anyway, let's get back to the article. Because you got these Karens, man. And these men, too. And see, they right now, they're loving it, but they don't understand that it's coming to a theater near them. That's one thing I was telling that Edomite today, too. I mentioned it, you know, in so many words. I was like, yeah, I said, well, hey, well, shit, they coming for, you know, Trump gonna come for his own people, too. He gonna come for the MAGAs, too. I know he voted for Trump, you know, because he used to always talk about the shit. He was happy as hell. Now he's all, you know, he got the fucking, the shit face now every time I see him and he be talking about it now. He's not as excited, you know, because he can see that Trump is on some bullshit. And he sees, you know, you know, the lane that this country is on, man. Because he got that super love. He got granddaughters. He don't have no grandsons. So he don't even, I don't think he had no son. He don't have no sons. He don't have nobody to even pass his damn lineage on to. But he always talking about his granddaughters. And, you know, I know he cares for them deeply the way he be talking. Because, you know, he's looking for a future for them. And there is no future for them other than he better teach them bitches how to shoot some guns and learn some kung fu or something to possibly keep a predator off their ass, which, you know, it could work, you know, but I'm just saying. Better teach their asses some survival skills. They have to go into the woods, try and get away from the chaos or from being raped and ravished, or graped and ravished, Salakia. Okay, but it says, and she got that doofy ass name too. A video of the encounter captures Shannon Kabilarzik. And you know this bitch is an immigrant herself with a name like that. Sporting yellow and navy Brewers gear in the National League Championship Series game in Milwaukee Tuesday night, and yelling at a Los Angeles Dodgers fan, Ricardo Fasado, who filmed the incident. The Brewers later revealed that both fans had been banned from the ballpark for life. The Independent reached out to the number linked to Kabilarzik's for comment. So I'm trying to think, like, damn, they banned the Dodgers fan? Or was that the person she was with, that man she was with? I think they might be talking about the man she was with right here. Because I can't see them. What the fuck, why would they ban the Dodgers fan for? I'm not even sure who was where, you know. Hold on, did they say? They said the home game. Okay, so it was in Milwaukee. So it was at the Brewers game in Milwaukee. Okay. So the Dodgers fan, he would have just been there, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, visiting type of deal. So they couldn't ban his ass. I think they was talking about this lady and what appears to be possibly her husband. Okay, but anyway, it says, why is everybody quiet? Fasado said in the video, panning to a crowd of silent Brewers fans. Yeah, they quiet because they you know, they really actually feeling ashamed and embarrassed by this bitch. But at the same time too, yeah, they not gonna stick up for you. Esau not about to stick. They not about to turn around and be like, bitch, shut up. You're wrong for that. No, they're not gonna do that. because they're all in it together. The group was loud and cheering earlier when the Brewers were ahead, but later quieted down because Dodgers started winning, Posado told Fox 6. Hey, they love them games, man. It's more violence at these American games, man, than probably anywhere. The lady then looked at Posado and yelled, "Real men drink beer, pussy." So what was you drinking? He might have, hey, shit, he's talking about, he might have, what did he have, iced tea or something? You know, like, damn. She then tapped the man in front of her and said, "You know what? Let's call ICE." See? Forsado replied, "Call ICE, call ICE. I'm a U.S. citizen. War veteran, baby girl. War veteran, 2 wars. ICE is not going to do nothing to me. Good luck." Well, they would. They don't give a fuck about you serving two tours. They don't care. These Edomites don't care nothing about that, man. You think this bitch cares about I'm really, like, bullets flying, whizzing past this guy? He went to war, you know what I'm saying, just for her to have the freedom to stand her doofy ass in there and saying and doing the shit that she doing? Crazy, bro. Says he's a U.S. citizen of Mexican heritage who served in the U.S. Navy from 2001 to 2005, he told Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. She later reported him to the stadium security, and he was escorted out of the building. He told, see, this is Esau. They all false accuse your ass. This is the accuser of the brethren. Here you go. Oh, it's no different than when the Shedemites was having Jake hung back in slavery. He looked at me. He whistled at me. He raped me. In the meanwhile, she's trying to get some BBC. She all over Jake. Matter of fact, that Mandingo movie, the one white chick in the movie, she was like, "You gonna give me some dick, I'm gonna tell him that you raped me." Like, God damn, she wanted it that bad. Right? So it says, the incident has cost her her job and a board spot. She worked as a lawyer at a manpower group. See, this right here, this is what I'm talking about. Let me get this scripture, because I've been praying for this all week. I've been praying for this as of late. I'm praying for this daily now, and I advise you brothers and sisters too as well. This is Psalm 7 and 16. 15, let me start there. It says, "He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate." Which means, hey, you're going to reap what you've sown. And there's a scripture that talks about a false accuser. Let me see if I can find that. Because Esau, he's the accuser of the brother. I can't remember how it's worded. I'm trying to. It's a law that a false witness, I think, where basically it talks about if you done lied on somebody. This is it right here. Deuteronomy 19. There's a law on that. In 16, let's start there. Yep, let's start at 16. I think the point is in 19, I think. Well, I'm going to read down. "If a false witness rise up against any man to testify against him that which is wrong, then both the men between whom the controversy is shall stand before the Lord, before the priests and the judges, which shall be in those days. The judges shall make diligent inquisition. And behold, if the witness be a false witness and have testified falsely against his brother, then shall ye do unto him as he had thought to have done unto his brother. So shalt thou put the evil away from among you." And this is exactly basically what happened to this lady. What she thought was going to happen to him happened to her doofy ass. Okay, so it says, she worked as a lawyer at Manpower Group, a staffing company, according to the State Bar of Wisconsin, and her LinkedIn page, which has since been removed. That's crazy, bro. We definitely in the last days, bro. All praises to Yahweh H.I.M Yahushai, man. Imagine this shit, bro. Nothing like this never would have happened to these Edomites, man, back in the days, man. They asses getting canceled left and right these days, man. And this right here, and you know what? Who knows? Trump might hire this bitch. Matter of fact, Trump just pardoned that sodomite congressman that that went to jail for 7 years. They just sentenced his ass for 7 years recently here. I can't think of this guy's name. He a fruitcake though. But for false identity, I think he was shuffling funds or whatever, man. He was just weird, you know. But Trump, he supposedly be against these SODOMs, but he's pardoning this guy. Like what for? There was no need for him to even do so. I didn't even read into the article. I'm thinking to myself like, well, he was guilty. He was found guilty. You know, he was doing all kinds of shit. I'm gonna have to try and maybe find some of that. Salakia. But let's get back to this. As soon as we became aware of this video, the individual was placed on immediate leave and we began an investigation. As a result of this process, the employee is no longer with the organization. We remain committed to maintaining a culture grounded in respect, integrity, and accountability. Manpower Group replied to an Instagram video of the incident. Wow. She also served on the board of directors for Make-A-Wish, Wisconsin. Records from Web Archive show Make-A-Wish, Wisconsin told The Independent that she resigned from its board effective immediately on Wednesday. She'll go somewhere else, man, and get a job. She didn't even know. There were comments about what was going on in the high-stakes game from both sides of the fans all night. Fasado told the Journal Sentinel, that's baseball. It wasn't disrespectful, he said. He conceded that alcohol may have contributed to her ice remarks. Well, no, don't give that bitch no way out. Fuck her alcohol. She shouldn't even been there. And express sympathy for her. Well, why are you expressing sympathy for her? I was talking about this yesterday. I think could have been a day in a video. But going off into forgiveness, a person had to actually admit to you that they were wrong and actually apologize for you to actually forgive. You can't just forgive them and the motherfuckers never even said nothing, never even acknowledged that they were wrong. That's like coming before the Lord. You know, you come before the Lord, you know, that's what repentance is. You know what I'm saying? You come before the Lord, you have to, Lord, hey, look, I've done this, I've done that. I've been doing this, I've been doing that. You know, with you know, a sincere heart. Please forgive me, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know what I'm saying? You have to admit to him that you were wrong. You know? That's like Lord, accept me. Well, what did you have to admit. And Jake is notorious for this type of shit when it comes to Esau. They'll forgive that motherfucker, and he ain't ever gonna admit that he was wrong. Now I feel sympathy for it. Get the fuck out of here. You should be giggling and laughing at that doofy bitch. I don't think it was like horrible or something that should get her fired. Yeah, right. I feel bad for her. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm glad. I applaud this shit. We cannot be judged on one mistake. Here, you see, this is Jake. This is how you know this is a Jake that loved his master. If you were saying all this right here, you should have just set your ass down when she said call ICE. You should have just sat down and never even videotaped her. You should have just been like, oh, well, she has a right to say what she has to say. You doofy ass. This is what I hate about Jake, man. We cannot be judged on one mistake, and a lot of emotions were involved. It was just hurt feelings. Nobody physically hurt anybody. Well, that's, hey, you grown-ass people, and you can't accept the fact that your team losing, you shouldn't be going. But that's the nature and the energy of these fucking Edomites in this country. And Jake, too. You even got Chinese, Japanese people in this motherfucker rooting for a team and fighting and throwing TVs and shit. Motherfuckers breaking the TV. You throwing people out of the party when your team lose. You can't accept the fact that, okay, if you put a bunch of money on them gambling, then you should be able to accept the fact that, okay, they may lose and I got this money to just splurge. You know, if you ain't tricking, you ain't, if you like fuck it. If you can't do that, then you shouldn't even be betting on the game. I'm not into sports like that. I'm neutral, goddamn it. Hey, if the Super Bowl come on, I'm just watching the game. Whoever win, I don't give a fuck. Neither one of them my favorite team. But these people take stuff like this serious. In the same way with this baseball shit, basketball, football, they do the same thing with these politics. And that's what this is all about. It really wasn't even about the baseball. It was about them politics. That's what it was really about. Says, in the end, both her and Fasado were banned from the ballpark. Okay, so they did ban him. The Milwaukee Brewers told the independent statement. Okay. The Brewers expect all persons attending games to be respectful of each other. What did he say to her? He didn't say nothing wrong to her. He just said call ICE. And we do not condone in any way offensive statement fans make to each other about race, gender, or national origin. Our priority is to ensure that all in attendance have a safe and enjoyable experience at the ballpark. Separate from the event shown in the footage, the Milwaukee Police Department dealt with Fasado, who was ejected from disorderly conduct and public intoxication, while she became physical in the course of her actions with the person who was ejected, the statement continued. Okay, so he didn't seem to be belligerent to me. I don't know, maybe so. I didn't see his face. But she tried to slap him, and I didn't recall him saying anything to her that would have got him banned from the stadium. So they really on some bullshit. For these reasons, and in accordance with our guest code of conduct specific to ejections and physical confrontations, both fans are being notified that they are not allowed to return to the ballpark for future events. So let's see. Let's go back up here, because they had what he said. It's on video, unless it was more to it. I didn't know. Maybe, it's just this short part of the video. Yeah, all he said was, call ICE, I'm a U.S. citizen, war veteran, baby girl, war veteran, 2 wars. ICE is not going to do nothing to me. Good luck. See? That's all. Well, that's all that I seen him, heard him say in the video. So why is he getting, but see, that's Esau. Oh, we're going to throw her out. We're going to most definitely have to throw him out. What did he do? She instigated, from the looks of it, she instigated this shit. She tapped the guy on the shoulder in front. Let's call ICE. Then you try to slap the man. Now, had he thrown a super duper right and knocked your ass back a few rows, then it would have been this super problem. But again, I don't get, why, I guess, maybe that was a warning to his ass from the Lord. You stay your stupid ass from these stadiums. Hey, just watch the game at home. And then you taking up for this bitch. I don't think she should have lost her job. It was just she was maybe, she had a drink too many and she's emotional. Get the fuck out of here, man. And that's the reason why the Lord is going to deal with 2/3 of Jake so harshly, because a lot of Jake, they don't see the harshness, the treachery, the viciousness of Esau and what they've done to us as a people. They just, well, you Hebrew Israelites, you ain't no different than the KKK. The fuck you talking about? We're not running through out here burning crosses in people's lawns and throwing a goddamn cocktail through your fucking window and throwing tying your ass to the back of a pickup truck and dragging your ass 3 miles till your ass is disintegrated, nigga. We're not doing none of that shit. We're just out teaching the scriptures and prophesying that this motherfucker is going into captivity like the scriptures say. And that's the reason why 2/3, they're going to be caught up with Esau. And they're going to get that business right along with his ass. And I can't wait. And we're not feeling sorry for him. Especially the nigga woman, too. Because she's the most sympathetic towards these so-called white people, man. Northern Kingdom, they got it bad, too. But, I mean, just Jake in general. They love these people, man. Now, the scripture says if it's at all possible, be at peace with all men. Yeah, I go to work. Hey, I'll laugh with them. I'll giggle. But I don't hang around the asses. If it's a conversation, I just keep it simple, cordial, and I keep that shit moving. I'm not just at the job disgruntled like these motherfucking Edomites. Nah. I'm there to get my little daily bread and get the fuck on, man. But when it comes straight down to it, when I get off that job, I'm coming to the crib and I'm on these lessons and I'm cutting into their asses, prophesying against this kingdom, man. Fuck Esau. So went a little long on that one, but look at the look on this bitch face. I'm definitely got it. This bitch, bro. Look at all of them. All of them got that look. The man behind her and the man to the side of her, all of them had that look. You disappointed because he's saying because your goddamn now you was cheering when your team was winning, then your team started losing. Now we gotta call ICE. Come on, bro. Anyway, with that, pray that the lesson was edifying. With that, Kwame Yasha Allah and the Bible Ball.